Hello. You are back.
Hmm.
Okay. I tried starting a video and you just weren't there. Anyways. Hello?
Yeah, well, at least we're able to get Mr. On Guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So, now what should we do?
Well, the trial's tomorrow. We only get one chance at this. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocent. You have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking. Okay.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Oh, it's you! What are you? What's going on around here? Do you wanna...
What?
No, wait, do you want... Who's gonna voice Phoenix in this part? Should I, or...
I'll voice Phoenix.
Okay. I heard poor Juan was killed. It's a bad rerun. Is what this is. Another steel samurai in the most evil of deeds.
That's not entirely...
I have you know. I was a big fan of Juan.
Of course you were.
Yes. Why, oh why, do all the stars uninterested drop one by one like flies? It's always been...
Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened.
Don't push me.
Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. No! Miss Oldbag, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't boss me around, you spiky haired smutty bad. Was that slow enough?
Go a little bit faster, please.
My dear hammer timing. Year ago, in a dreadful murder.
Miss Old Lady Person,
What?
hammers are not alive. They can't die.
Don't question me.
Mr. Nick, what is he talking about? Just don't ask her things, Pearl.
And only recently did I find a star that makes his heart beat. I am now alive. My heart wasn't beating before.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket?
I don't know. Why does every family member Maya has end up kicking the bucket? Or trying to frame her for murder? Or they're Pearl. That's really... Pearl's like the only one that has it.
I'd watch you but my Juan!
You're Juan. But I haven't even said anything.
Shut!
Okay.
Oh, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That's irritating. That water girl with the afro, with the horrible country accent. I mean, that's manner of speaking supposed to be. So why does she never stop? Words.
Are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much.
Hey! Are you paying attention? You poke!
We are on a time limit. And talking to you does not help that. So I'm very anxious right now. So if you would please just shut your face hole and let me go get Pearl some juice.
I can't let you do that.
So I'm guessing this old bag heard everything from Lotta. I don't want to talk to her about what happened. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. Meaning, I need to ask you. Otherwise, I'm not sure I can progress the game.
I don't know anything about that. I was getting ready for something.
Okay, that'll be enough. Goodbye.
The show. And the press conference.
Yep, I said goodbye.
Anyway, I don't know
Cue
anything
mysterious
about
music
murder.
for that mysterious
Murder!
press
I don't know
conference.
anything about murder.
I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's a different story. It's clear what I saw.
Okay, so something just occurred to me. If you're going to hold someone for ransom, why would you announce that you're holding someone for ransom over a transceiver to another person who is in a lobby which no one can leave that would most likely have a giant crowd of people in it? But of course, none of them heard what was going on because that would be too inconvenient for the plot.
It would turn out then that the transceiver is made of plutonium.
Yes.
The material that makes everything convenient for the plot.
Right? Like,
it's the same thing that those cards are made out of in that one episode where it was way too convenient for the plot.
yes. What?
I saw the most important moment.
The most important moment? You don't mean...
Oh, now you treat me with your disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be
what did you say? Mm.
Not 4! Oh, this is gonna take a while.
Sure it will.
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it?
Because, of course.
What murder is it?
Please don't stray onto another tangent, please.
Did I ever tell you the time I got bread?
Okay, whatever, we'll go. Come,
And
Pearl.
you what?
we're going now.
Where? I
Goodbye.
am mad at you still! How dare you run away from me! You still haven't paid the 50 cents!
Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, oh wait, you should be Phoenix now.
Well, you got to roll up our sleeves and try, I guess.
No! Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer.
But,
Hey, Mr. Cop fella. That thief showed his face.
what?
Arrest him. Put him on trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty for thievery.
What's wrong, Letta? Are you feeling alright?
Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't there. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera! Camera! It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera.
Your camera?
Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky here are... What? Sure.
Yep, I'm here, faced with a lot of trouble.
Huh?
Now Phoenix is being accused for theft. So you lost your camera.
It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it, and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to, and was real mean about it, too. He done make me cry at that. When did you lose your camera? Last night after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling expensive sweetie.
Lada, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours?
I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop.
Lada's missing camera is even connected to the murder. There it is!
No, he just made a note of it.
Phoenix did take it! It's in his pocket.
Okay.
Just like that. Yeah. Just like other things. Anyway, Rhoda, please tell me what you know about what happened.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. But actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Engard was arrested. Mr.
What?
Nick, speak faster. We are losing
What
time.
are you doing here?
You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had.
Big scoop of ice cream? I like ice cream.
You're still not speaking fast enough, Mr. Nick. I told you before. I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon course that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
I wonder what scoop she's after this time. Maybe it's ice cream.
Although I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here too. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Rhoda, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you can take a picture for ice cream. Ice cream is yummy.
Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? A picture.
What kind of story was it that you were...
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know?
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been had, haven't we? Haha, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your eye roll smile.
I don't know if we have what we need to.
Well, we don't have much.
Yeah, we might have to go.
Huh? Oh, my friend.
Where are we?
We're in Matt's Unguard's dressing room. This is our client's room. Matt's room.
May I help you with something?
We're...
You're Mr. Ungard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
How did you know I was his lawyer?
You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ongard's situation is looking rather grim. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at speaking all the time. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash?
For a second there, she had an accent.
So you came
But
here.
you're not.
What?
Instead
One
of
stop.
saying Mad, she almost said Mod.
Stop interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
So you came here, one stop in your mad dash, to find the clues to build his case, correct?
Well, you're not totally right, but not totally off either.
It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business.
Alright. She may small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Okay, why is the only thing I can think of right now is she seems that she would be like, except probably for the hair color, she seems like she would be, that Nicole girl's older sister.
I can see it, actually.
Except for the hair, but she could always have dyed her hair.
True. Or just gotten different genes.
I know what you mean, but the first thing my brain went to were like the clothing.
I know they were. I was trying to think of a joke to make about it, but I couldn't think of one.
My brain went to first, and then I realized, oh, that's what you mean. But it really does seem like she could be
I don't like
What was your
wasting
first-
time, so let's move on. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct?
Uh-huh.
Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ongard. In this very room, I might add.
Dinner? What did you eat?
I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me.
I bet she's a lot of fun at parties.
When the award show was started, I headed for Viola Hall.
And after the show ended, you came back here?
No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby.
Oh. For the post-ceremony show.
When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ongard. After that, I went to Mr. Kurita.
And that's when you found his body, isn't it?
You really held strong through everything?
Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. So about you and...
Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you have been talking to me without knowing how we relate.
Sorry?
I have no idea why Mr. Ongard chose you as his lawyer.
Why did she have to go and say something like that?
Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ongard's manager.
His manager. So this is the person he's been calling.
Yes.
Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Cordita, have one?
No, he did not.
He didn't?
Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars.
I see.
This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya.
Pearl, calm down. Hang in there, I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Later.
But you always lie about this kind of thing. That's why you never get Mystic Maya burgers and you never get my juice. You get Mystic Maya juice when I am not around, and then you get me burgers when she is not around. Nick. I forget, what were we talking about again with this person?
I wanted to know something. I don't know what. So, about him. I asked to become Mr. Ongard's manager. He's a pleasure to manage with his nice disposition. Mr. Ongard does seem rather weak-willed. He always does what he's told. He's always saying, my manager, right, Mr. Nick?
Did you know the victim?
Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die.
I got a hunch that she knows more than she's telling us. she knew why Juan was killed? Do you have any ideas
As to?
why Mr. Perdido was murdered?
Why would you ask me about such a thing?
I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Oh! Ah! Miss Andrews.
Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it the Cyclops, Mr. Nick?
Yes, and there's getting to be more and more of these lately.
Okay, let's see. What do we do next? Oh, I think I remember. I just played this part of the investigation the other day. Don't worry, I skipped through it, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing. But at least you won't have to watch us running around for 2 hours. Oh, we have to go. Thanks for watching, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh!
Pharaoh!